Hey guys, welcome back to the I Don't Even Know podcast. I'm Em. I hope you're doing well. Today I am of course back for All American Season 7, Episode 8, which is crazy. Like we're really getting there. Like we really are. We have 13 episodes this season, so we're more than halfway done. We're starting to kind of figure out where shit is going in a way. Finally, there's still stuff I don't really know about that I'm still hoping they will discuss before the season ends, because I feel like this is the time to really get started on the storylines, or like really get there with storylines. This is when we need to start picking things up, and we kind of are in regards of Layla's storyline, Khalil's, Amina's, but not really with the uncle situation. We're not really making any improvement on that, and I get that's because of how the first few episodes it was Bobby, and Jordan was so, like, persistent on that. It was like, it's Bobby, it was 100%. So because we got that, I feel like they're trying to kind of, like, get us away from that, and then bring it back, like, next episode or the episode after that. And I get that, like, I get what they're doing, and it makes sense to do something like that, but I want them to pick it up soon, because we need to build on that. You know, I don't want it to just be this random reveal that is not random, but that Cassius is related to them. Because, like I said last episode, I think it was last episode, that people are saying Cassius is the cousin, not the uncle, because he's too young, which very well could be the case. I didn't really think about the fact that Cassius is a little young and is most likely younger than Billy. I didn't really think about that until somebody brought it up. So, like, there's that. So, you know. And it's obviously Cassius. We know he's going to be related to them somehow. Like, that's the way they're going. It's obvious. And it kind of was obvious to me from the beginning. I always thought it was him. But I feel like they need to pick up on that, because I'm worried that they're kind of dragging it out, because it was revealed last season. They're kind of dragging it, but also they're not, because they're not bringing it up as much anymore, and like Jordan's let it go. But then I need them to bring it up again, because it's gonna feel too rushed, you know? Like, I want them to find out. I want to hear more about Cassius and like what happened with his dad and Billy. Like, I want to know more about that, because it's obviously him. And a part of me feels like they're going to end the season with that kind of reveal and them finding out that it's him. But like, I really don't want that, because I want to see the outcome of them finding out. I want to see what happens. Like, the dynamic of, like, maybe bringing someone new into the family. I want to see that. And I'm not sure if we're getting renewed. So, we're not going to see that. Like, there is a really high chance we're getting canceled. Like, I don't want to put that in the air, but like, without Spencer and Liv, I mean, yeah, some other people, but mainly them, it's not as popular anymore. People aren't watching as much, and like, I get it. Like, I have enjoyed this season. Like I've said, I've been enjoying it. It's fun, but it just, I'm not having as much fun as I used to, you know? Every week, I would look forward to an All-American episode, no matter what. Like, I was always hyped. I was ready to go, specifically last season. Season 5 was another story, because, Spilivia was broken up. Like, I would look forward to Jordela, and that's basically it, because of Spilivia being broken up. But last season, I had the time of my life. And you could probably tell that, like, when I recorded episodes, because I had so much fun talking about it. I really just, it was so much fun. And same with, like, season 4. I did occasional episodes. That's when I just started the podcast. But I had such a fun time every week. Like, I would look forward to it. I'd be on cloud 9 watching it. And, like, that's what I want for a show. And that's what I want to feel when I watch a show. And it hasn't really been feeling like that recently. Like, the only thing I look forward to is Jordala. That's the only reason I look forward to Mondays. Yes, also Amina and KJ and Tori, and the potential of Khalil and Tori. I look forward to that, but it's mainly Jordala. And so, because of that, I'm not surprised if it gets canceled. Like, I'll be shocked. Like, shocked if it gets renewed. Like, I'm so serious. I will record an episode if it gets renewed, just specifically on that, because that's crazy. Like, every time I open Twitter, I'm expecting a cancellation. And honestly, that's how I felt last season too. Specifically because of when the new generation rumor came out. That's, like, I was like, oh, we're getting canceled. Like, when I found out we got renewed, I was so thrown off. So thrown off. Like, I came to terms, sort of, not really. I literally had a mental breakdown about it. But I was somewhat coming to terms with the fact that I was losing Layla and Olivia. Like, I did. Like, I was posting about it, being like, I can't believe I'm losing them after, like, blah, blah, blah. And then I got renewed, like, the next day. So, like, I feel like, I think they got renewed last season because we didn't know about them leaving yet. And so people were tuning in. And now that they're gone, people aren't. And it's just not good. Like, they finished. They had their wrap party a couple days ago. So, it's done. They filmed it. They either filmed a proper ending or a cliffhanger. And I feel like the cliffhanger is going to be something about Cassius. Or it honestly could be something about the love triangle. It's either one of those. To be fair, I would prefer Cassius than the love triangle because I'm invested. But, like, I think they're gonna bring up Cassius, or, like, they're gonna bring it up again somehow in, like, episode 10. I was gonna say next week, but because Spencer, which I'm so excited about, is coming back, I feel like it's gonna be mainly about him helping Jordan, helping KJ, Khalil. It's gonna be about that. So, I'm thinking episode 10, which is fine, but that's cutting it close. But, like, it's also, like, 4 episodes left. So, I mean, or 3. So, like, they could pull it off. It just might not be executed well. But to be fair, there are plenty of storylines on the show that were not executed very well. So, I don't know what I'm expecting. Like, I'm not expecting it to be, like, the best storyline ever. Like, no. But I'm just hoping it plays out better because I need depth to it. I need to know more. And if they cut it too close to the finale, I can't figure out more. Like, I need to know. Because Cassius, I don't hate the guy. And, like, I'm sort of intrigued by him, but then also I really don't give a shit. Like, I'm in the middle. Like, I'm kind of interested in his backstory. I want to know more, specifically because he is the cousin, most likely. But then I'm also like, I really don't care about you. Give your screen time to Layla. Like, is that just me? It's like, his storyline this episode with trying to, the friend thing, the DTF, which, okay, when I heard them say that, I didn't hear the dad's that friend or whatever at first. I didn't hear that. And so when he said DT8 or DTF, I was like, you're basically telling your people that your dad is down to fuck. Okay, like, that's just great. That's just great. I'm very happy that was not the case because that would have been really fucking weird. But I don't know how I feel about it. A part of me feels like it was a waste. But, like, I get they're trying to, like, build up his character because he's related to them and trying to, like, make us care and just get to that point. I get that. They're trying to, like, build something around it. But it's, like, because I don't really care about his character, when I was watching those scenes, I was just like, okay. I feel like if I cared about him more, maybe. It's like, I want to know more about his family. Like, we don't know enough. We know, like, he didn't like playing football, but he loved being a coach. And, like, his dad forced him to play. We know that. But, like, I want to touch more on that. Like, we learned that last week. I want to touch more on that. I don't care about him making friends. I really don't. Like, I get what KJ was, like, talking about. Like, football is his everything. He really has nothing else besides me. He needs friends. He needs to go off and do stuff. Like, at Oakland, he had other things, but now it's just football. And, I mean, the reason he's doing it is because of KJ, and he wants to make sure KJ has all these opportunities. Like, he's incredible. He wants to make sure he has every opportunity and is putting his best foot forward, and KJ and football is his main priority to get KJ to where he needs to be. Like, I get that, but, like, KJ was 100% right about the fact that he needs friends. He needs to go out and do things. Like, football, like any sport you play, you can love it, and it can be, like, one of the loves of your life, but it can't be everything. Like, we kind of saw that we saw that with, like, Spencer and Jordan. Yes, football meant so much to them, but it wasn't their everything. Like, they had other things too. They had friends, they had family, they had, like, Spencer had Olivia, Jordan had Layla. Like, they had other things to fall back on, and, like, weren't solely there for that. And so, like, yes, it's needed for character development and stuff, so I get it. I just don't care, especially, like, him telling KJ, I have friends, and then saying Layla, and then making up another person. Like, it's a little weird that he's considering Layla his friend. Like, yes, they've talked a couple times when he's drunk, and she's been there for him and, like, been supportive, but I think that relationship is just a little weird to me. I don't know. It might just be the fact that he is, like, 40 or something, maybe late 30s, early 40s. I don't know, something around there. And he is getting advice from a 23-year-old. Or, I think they're 23. 22 or 23. Like, he's getting advice from that. So, like, I think that might be it. That might very well be the case. But I don't know. I just don't care for him. And, like, his interview at the beginning kind of pissed me off. Like, obviously, I get that he was upset that they had to leave because Crenshaw's parade or assembly started early or, like, got moved earlier. But you, like, still could have reacted. You didn't have to say, we're the best team in not the country, oh my gosh, that would have been, now if he said that would have been crazy. We're the best team in the city. It's like, at that point, no, because Crenshaw was undefeated, now they're tied. But, like, I feel like a coach should never say that, even if they believe it, because it just sounds cocky. Like, yeah, you want to be the best, you want to put your best foot forward, you want to say how good you are and talk up about your team, but maybe that probably not the best idea, you know? And also that random person who showed up for his friend blind date thing, or speed dating, blind date, speed dating kind of thing, that said, oh, I'm a Beverly alumni, and that's the best team they've ever had, you know, like, but yeah, Billy, like, was great, but nothing on him, like, you guys are better, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, now we're going a bit far there, like, a bit far. Like, I get the writers are trying to, like, make us care and build this up, but nothing is going to beat Jordan and Spencer Nasher playing together and Billy coaching. Nothing's going to beat that. Like, is KJ, yeah, they're building him kind of to be the next Spencer in a way, but also kind of Khalil as well. Are they going to be that? No one's going to be that. Like, come on now. No one's going to be Billy. No one's going to be Spencer. Like, the fact that person said that, I'm like, okay. I think, like, what is it like to be wrong? Like, that's literally what was going in my head. I'm like, okay, so you're kind of a fucking idiot. Just my opinion. I mean, like, yeah, he is doing a great job coaching a brand new team with bringing his son in, like, having to build it up after people have been tearing it down and they haven't been doing well. He built a foundation. Like, he did a good job. Like, they're doing very well. But that doesn't mean he's best. Like, I just think his interview and him going off at the interviewer and then, like, them posting it was not needed. It's like, you could have relaxed a bit. Like, you don't see Jordan and Bobby, like, at the end. They weren't saying that. They were talking up about their team, yes. But they weren't doing it being like, oh, yeah, we're so great. We're going to kick their ass or whatever. No, they were talking about the bond that the team has made. Even, like, though, like, that whole situation that I'll get into in a bit. They talked about, yeah, Khalil, and gave each other credit. Shout out to Bobby for actually giving Jordan credit he deserved and actually seeing he's a decent coach. But they talked about their growth as a team and like how Khalil and Yasi did not get along the first night, and now they're defending each other, which is literally what I've been wanting to see since like episode 2. So I'm very happy they brought Yasi back, even though I'm not the biggest fan of him. Like, they talked about that. Maybe that is the way Cassius should have gone. Maybe in that direction. Talking about how they came out of nowhere, or like from Oakland, not knowing anyone, and they built sort of, not family, but kind of, like, they're building a foundation. Like a football team. Like, they're bringing it together. That's what he should have been talking about. Even if he's pissed, like, maybe that. You know? It just sounded cocky to me, and I feel like some people might have different opinions, because, like, I don't watch sports, so I don't know if people actually say that, but I feel like just maybe it wasn't the best thing to say, especially because we also haven't seen Beverly play in a minute, or have we even seen them really play, like, a game since episode 2? If we have, it's been short. So I feel like next week, if there is a game, I'm not sure if there is, but like soon we'll need to see Beverly. Like, I know they're waiting for the Beverly and Crenshaw game, and they're really gonna go at it, which season finale most likely. I will be there. I will be sat ready to go. Like, that's what I've been looking forward to, like, basically this whole season, is that damn game. But I want to see Beverly play. I want to see it. Because, like, we're finally seeing Crenshaw, like, after a couple of episodes of no football, which was kind of annoying. Even though, like, I loved the drama, and, like, this didn't have as much drama. So, like, I had a good time last week, but, you know, I missed this. And I really enjoyed seeing Crenshaw play, especially because they're undefeated right now. Or not anymore, but they were. And I wanted to see Khalil on the field and see his dynamic with everyone. And we finally got to see that. I wanted to see how he was doing with Yasi, since, like, Yasi was being a pain in the ass a couple episodes ago. And it's great. Like, I'm so happy to see Khalil, like, bonding with his team and defending them. And, like, first, like, finally starting wide receiver, having a great first half, like, doing incredible, but then also defending Yasi against his people from his old neighborhood. I don't even know, what was the school called? I feel like I wrote it down somewhere so I would remember, but I might, wasn't it, not Sloth, no, that's a fucking cafe. I was about to say Slauson, but I'm pretty sure that's a cafe. Did I write it down? I don't think I did. So, probably because I was looking at the wrong page. Okay, I can't even read what I wrote. So, anyways, his old neighborhood, like, they were trying to get into his head, and they were kind of fucking with him, but he pulled through. First of all, proud of him for that. But the fact that he's trying so hard to get away from that, like, I'm so proud of him. Because I've been worried that he was going to, like, kind of get back into it. Especially this episode. Like, when we got the promo for this episode, I was worried that they were going to get to him and he was kind of going to go back and feel bad about not defending his dad, and them saying he's the reason his dad is in jail is not at all true. Like, yeah, he didn't defend him, but the dad literally did that himself. So, like, I was kind of worried he was going to go back to his old ways and kind of go, not crazy, but go after some people, cause some chaos. But, like, he really stood up for himself and, like, stood up for his team, and really just shows his growth and how far he has come. And I'm so happy. Like, and, like, this just proves it. When he took the blame for that fucking fight, first I was like, oh my gosh, just let Yossi, like, come on. He's already injured, like, and he's kind of annoying. Like, let him. Do not take the blame. But that just shows how good of a guy he is. And I feel like he always was a good guy. And I think we've noticed, like, now, he's always been a good guy. He's just been wrapped up in the things from his past and his dad. Like, he's been roped into things. He's always been a great guy. But, like, this just shows how far he's come. Like, Yossi was such a bitch to him. And he took the blame. It's like, damn. I'm really worried that's going to make them, like, not have him play. But also, Jordan literally knows now that it wasn't him. He just took the blame to be, like, a good guy. But, like, that whole fight, like, yeah, I don't like Yossi, and he's kind of a bitch. I mean, he's better now, but he was a bitch. I need to know more about him, because what do you mean someone killed his baby cousin? That, like, here's the thing. I don't blame Yossi for going off at them. I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. But, like, yeah, I would go after them, too. Like, 100%. If, like, I had a baby cousin who was killed, and, like, they brought it up, and, like, said I didn't fight about that, or, like, I didn't do anything about that, I would have been pissed off as well. So, like, obviously I don't blame him, but, like, I'm intrigued. And I feel like they're not really going to touch on it again, because Yossi is not a main character. He's literally been in 3 episodes. So I feel like they're going to brush it off. But I really hope they don't. Because I'm curious. I want to know. Like, tell us more. I'm just pissed off that because of that stupid fight that they literally caused, the game got canceled. And Homecoming fucking got canceled. Like, what the hell? I don't care if something happens at a game. You do not cancel the event after. It's like, Homecoming game going wrong does not mean Homecoming should be canceled. And, like, Court 2, like, Amina has worked so hard. She looked good. And everyone needed to see her in that outfit. Like, that dress looked good on her. Like, that is her color. Like, stunning. Like, oh my gosh. It's like, I felt so bad for her, too, because she just found out her mom was Homecoming Queen, and she didn't know that, and then she kind of wanted to, like, step into that and honor her, and she wasn't even able to. And then she thought Khalil did it, which I'm happy Khalil talked to her, and, like, that little date he did for her, because the dance got canceled and he felt bad, was so cute. Like, yeah, I'm 100% team Amina and KJ and Tori and Khalil. Even though, to be fair, I'm not really against Tori and KJ, but that was cute. I still don't see it anything more. Like, I feel like Khalil might be kind of falling for her, but she deserves someone who, like to be someone's first choice. And it's not like he picked someone over her. He wouldn't do that. But, like, he didn't want to be with her. He embarrassed her in front of people. Like, he didn't want that. So, like, yeah, I wanted to be with someone else. But that was cute. It was really cute. It's like, I wish they did that with Bolivia at one point. Like, have Spencer set up that, like, a little date on the field. Like, that would have been cute as hell. And now I'm really pissed off they never did that. Like, that was such... They had so many opportunities to do something cute as hell like that. Like, I'll get over it eventually. But that was cute. And I did like how, you know, like, what happened with them last week didn't really affect them. Or it did in ways. And they were kind of avoiding each other. But that they're back on good terms and they're friends still. Because, like, that was one of my biggest concerns. Like, yeah, I don't want them together, but I don't want, like, this whole situation and, like, Amina having a crush on him and him not wanting her and how she deserves better. I didn't want that to affect their friendship, you know, because he is a good friend. Like, yeah, she wants to be more than that, and he very much does not, but he's a good friend. And he's been there for her, and she's been there for him, and she's good for him, like, in a friend way. So I was a bit worried. I'm happy that they're mature and they're good because they've been friends for a while. And, like, him being there for her, and so was KJ, which I'll get into, but him, like, being there for her and talking to her about homecoming, and then her mom, when she found out her mom was, and, like, him telling her that the reason her dad didn't know that Mo was prom queen was because he was, like, deep into gang stuff and, like, on the streets, and he was kind of out of it during that time. I'm happy he told her, because, like, you could tell this episode and, like, the last couple episodes, she's been kind of distant and kind of, like, going through it in her head because she misses her mom, and she doesn't have all the answers about what happened. And him saying that kind of made her be like, okay. But then specifically during the date, when he told her, like, you should talk to Coop and Preach about what actually happened with your mom and get the truth, because, like, you know, you deserve to know, which is 100% correct. Like, I honestly did not think they were going to bring Mo up this season, or, like, basically ever again, but I'm happy they are, because Amina has a right to know, because, like, she has all these good memories of her. She saw that she was a good person, but what Coop and Preach are saying are, like, she was awful, and, like, they were the heroes and they were the good people. But, like, she saw the good side of her mom, and so it doesn't make sense, and she wants to get to the bottom of it, you know? And even, like, with KJ being there for her, and Amina calling him about, like, finding out, and just how, like, she feels kind of empty without her, she doesn't know what to do without her, and then him literally sending her articles about what, like, the difference she made in people's lives, that she wasn't just bad. Like, what Coop and Preach are saying isn't, yeah, it's true, but it's not the complete truth. Like, she did make a difference in people's lives, she did do a lot of great things, and him sending her articles about that was so cute. Like, he likes her so much, and I really hope that makes her be like, okay, I like him too. Like, the fact that he did that just shows he cares. Like, if you did not care about someone, you would not do that. It's like, that was cute. It's cute. Like, they were so cute this episode. Like, his, like, reaction to seeing her in the dress, first of all, is same. Like, she's stunning. I forgot the actress's name, but she's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Like, face card, crazy, stunning. Like, I need her, like, if the show gets canceled, I need her to be booked and stuff. Same with Tori. Like, they're both gorgeous. But, like, that dress, his reaction, like, yeah, same. I really wish we got a kiss. That would have been cute as hell. But I just think it's so cute that he, like, went to talk to her about different things, and then after he found out the game got canceled and Amina was upset about homecoming and everything, he took the stuff from Preach and, like, went over to check on her. Like, that was cute. So cute. And then they were talking about, like, her mom and everything going on. Like, that, like, they're so cute together. Like, the chemistry is there. Like, they really are reminding me of Bolivia in a way. And it's making me emotional because I miss them really bad. Like, when I say really bad, I mean bad. Like, last week, I don't remember when it was last week, but I know last week, or at least last week or the week before, I'm pretty sure it was last week though, I was watching edits of them on TikTok, you know, as one does, and I had a mental breakdown because I miss them so much. And so, like, KJ and Amina are helping in a way because they're, like, their kids, but then it's also making it worse and making me miss them even more. So, like, I don't know how to feel. I kind of need them to get together so I can feel something. But, like, I know that's not going to happen because Tori and KJ kiss next week. I'm just happy they're done with the fake dating storyline, even though the drama was fun and I kind of ate it up, and I liked them pretending because I was hoping that would lead her specifically to actually having feelings for him. But you know, it was a lot of drama for them, and I want them to naturally get there, like on their own terms. So I'm fine that it ended, but then also it was fun. But then also they were so shit at it. Like, I said that, but like they were so bad. So it's like probably good. And also with Amina, them finally bringing up that guy, what was his name? Brian? Or something like that. Khalil finally bringing him up. And like, he brought up Dion too, but specifically Brian. Was that the guy that at like episode 11 of last season, I think it was 11. I'm pretty sure it was. Like something like that. That when they were doing the Romeo and Juliet thing, she was dating someone. She was like saying to Layla, isn't it great that we found our person early on? Isn't that like Brian? Because clearly she didn't. And I want to know what the fuck happened with him. Like, where did he go? It's like, I remember when we started this season, I didn't say it on here, but in the back of my mind, I was thinking, where is that guy? Like, where the fuck did her boyfriend go? Like, she was so passionate, being like, oh, I found him early. Like, we found our people early on. It's love. Like, I think when we find our true love this early. I know she didn't say it in that way, but you know what I mean. What? Why did they do that? Like, it makes no sense. I feel like maybe, even though they were, like, building up for, like, Dion to be the new main, which is still crazy that he's not, I think maybe they weren't 100% sure that Samantha and Daniel were leaving yet. And so, like, they thought maybe she wasn't going to be, like, a regular. Or they were going to have her next season and they just didn't get the guy back. I don't know. But I think it's really funny looking back now. Because, girly, that was not the case. But besides that, with Amina this episode, I really think this was a good episode for her to grow and basically, like, not stand up for herself, but also, yeah, like, stand up to Coop and preach and be like, I'm 16, I deserve to know what actually happened to my mom. Like, all I know is that my mom did something bad and you guys were the saviors and you picked Coop. Like, I want to know more. Like, she has every right to feel that way. And, like, also them being like, she's never been like this, and like, why does she want to know? Maybe it's because she's a teenager. You miss your mom. It's like, your mom should be there for all these, like, these new things going on in your life. Like, it's normal, and especially because she keeps getting brought up. Recently, it was her. She was just missing her because like, she's 16 and, like, these boy things, and that's usually what you would go to your mom for. And then her mom's birthday, and, like, her opening up to KJ about it, and then specifically this episode finding out that her mom was homecoming queen and she didn't know. It's like, finding out all that, it's like she's realizing, like, I don't know what happened. Like, I have all these good memories, but they're always talking about bad ones, you know? And so, like, I think this storyline is good for her. Because I did say at one point, I didn't just want her storyline to be, has feelings for Khalil, KJ has feelings for her, love story, blah, blah, blah. I said I didn't want just that. Like, I'm fine with that as a side. But, like, I wanted a proper one for her. And I think this one is good. I'm not very happy that she left, because most likely she will not be in next episode, which is unfortunate. But I think time away is going to help and make Preach and Coop be like, oh shit, we need to really tell her. Or her parents are going to tell, or not her parents, her grandparents, but I feel like they probably don't know. Like, I need Preach and Coop to, like, own up and just, like, not really own up, but, like, be like, yeah, we need to fucking tell her actually what happened. Like, she is 16. She has a right to know what actually happened to her mom. You know, she does. Even, like, before 16, I feel like, yeah, when it happened, she was young, really young, so waiting was probably good. But I feel like maybe when you're start high school, or you're at least 13, that if this should happen to you, they should tell you about it then. Because it's your mom. You have a right to know what actually happened. Especially if, like, your dad is involved and your aunt is involved. Like, you have a right to know. Gosh, I don't know. Thankfully, Coop didn't really piss me off, though, besides that. I mean, because she was, like, she didn't really do anything this episode, which I am grateful for, because y'all know how I feel about Coop right now. Like, the damn storyline with the teacher, not good, and I'm happy that was not brought up this episode. And, like, she had barely any screen time, which I was fine with. Perfectly fine with, because I really don't give a shit. Now, I'm just happy Jordan's back. And, like, I actually got Jordala. Because it's like, what bothers me is they're supposed to be, like, the main couple. Kind of. But, like, we're not getting anything of them. And it, like, pisses me off. Like, we're getting some cute moments, but it's not enough. And I'm upset. Because, yeah, it's about the newcomers and, like, there's them being adults. But I want to see more of their married life. I want to see more. Like, yeah, we're seeing Jordan be coach and really step up. Especially after, like, Bobby said, like, he doesn't believe in him and he still hasn't proven himself. Like, obviously, he's really working hard, and I love that for him, and I'm happy that he's doing that. And I'm liking that storyline for him. I think this is great, and he's growing a lot, especially, like, being the mentor to Khalil and everything. But, like, with Layla as well, like, her storyline with going back and with producing and finally agreeing to work with Elle, getting her to agree to start singing again. Like, she's really doing the damn thing. And, like, I'm excited to see where that goes with her, because she thought she lost her groove. She hadn't really felt like an artist a lot from, like, first listen since Coop and Patience. So, like, I'm intrigued to see where it goes with her music storyline. But I want more of them together. Like, I get they're separate people, and yes, obviously, I want their separate storylines. But it bothers me that we're only getting them, like, together for a bit. To, like, talk about little things. Like, yeah, I'll take that over anything, to be fair. But, like, I wanted a kiss this week, because we didn't get last week. You know? And I'm pretty sure one of them isn't in episode 10. Or at least that's what I heard. So, I would like one before then. But, like, I did think at the end, or no, like, first at the beginning, them kind of just flirting, and Jordan making fun of the fact that she called Cassius Kaz or whatever, which I did think it was weird. Like, that was a bit weird. I'm kind of like, but, like, them talking about the team and, like, everything going on, and talking about Bobby and how, like, now that he doesn't think he's the uncle, maybe they'll be better, which sort of, kind of, not really. But then specifically at the end, I loved kind of them sitting down, talking just about their day and what happened, because it felt like married couple. They're obviously married, but it felt like they're two parents talking about their kids after a long day, because they were talking about Khalil. First of all, and I'm loving Khalil staying at their house. I know we haven't gotten much of it yet, but them kind of being, like, parents and parental figures, it's so cute. And him and Layla, I'm really liking their dynamic, and how Layla believed him right away, and also it kind of helped him come up with an idea to help to make Amina feel better. Like, she's really stepping up, and she'll be such a great mom. But, like, I loved how Layla was, like, talking to him and being like, it wasn't his fault, he was helping his team, and, like, just, like, defending him, which is so cute. And then Jordan, like, being there for her and talking about how she just needs to fight, like, and how she was saying she's worried she lost her groove, like her groove, basically. But he's like, you're persistent, you know what you want, you'll get it. And he was right. Like, that was so cute, because it's like they're each other's biggest supporters, and they were just motivating each other. And it literally reminded me of parents sitting down after, like, their long day of work and, like, talking about their days and talking about, like, what they're going to do for their kids. And, like, I thought that was so cute. But I wanted a kiss. It's, like, literally my only critique on the scene. I wanted a kiss. You know? like, other than that, it was great scene for them. And I'm excited to see where it goes with Layla. Because, like, I've been saying I need a proper storyline for her. And if this is it, I'm fine with it. Like, do I care about Elle? Not really. But I do think it'll be interesting to see Layla take her on after pushing her away and saying no and being against it for a bit. And, like, Layla's gonna have to work so hard because of what Elle said in the past. And also because Elle wanted to just be a songwriter specifically for that reason. But, like, Layla convinced her to come back because she saw the potential. She felt it when she heard her sing. And seeing Layla really take it on and try to change her image, I think will be interesting. And I think she can pull it off. Because I know Elle was like, I'm worried that me doing this is going to affect you and your career and stuff, and I'll bring you down. Which I get what she means, and yes, I am worried about that. But like Layla said, she felt that way too at first. She was like, no, we're not doing that. Like, no. And she was, like, offended with what Elle said in the past. But she came around and realized, like, she's grown, she's changed, and, like, felt something through her music. And I think Layla can do that. And I feel like that would be interesting. I really hope they do a good job with it. I don't know. Like, I like that storyline for her. Because I like seeing her do stuff with music because she's so passionate about it. And I wanted something that doesn't involve Jordan for her storyline. And then, like, of course, I'm loving the Khalil storyline. And how, like, she was, like, trying to tell him, like, you're a good guy, you're changing, you're not your father, and all that. Like, I thought, like, that was good. And, like, I'm intrigued to see where it goes with that. And, like, with her, to be fair, I'm intrigued to see where all the storylines go. Because we're getting there. And Cassius and Jordan, like, kind of talked at the end of last week. The episode a bit. Not much, but, like, they talked a bit, which was great. And, which, like, I feel like they're doing that for, like, the dynamic because Cassius, like, hates him for no reason. And even KJ literally said, you're hot and cold about him. And then, like, also, Cassius in that interview going after Billy, it was kind of crazy. Which, therefore, it proves it's him. But I'm intrigued to see where it goes with that and how they play it. With KJ, Amina, Tori, and Khalil. Like, I'm starting to see Khalil might have feelings for Amina. But KJ has the feelings for Amina and Tori, maybe. Tori has feelings for KJ, and they're going to kiss next week. So I don't really know. Spencer's back next week, so I feel like we might not have to deal with Coop and the professor, which is perfect. Fine by me. So, I don't know. I'm just really excited to see Spencer next week, because I missed him. I missed him so much. I thought we were going to get him sooner. And, like, I really hope this isn't his only episode. I'm pretty sure he's in the finale, and I think Olivia is too, or at least I'm crossing my fingers. But next week, he's back, and Daniel is directing, so I'm excited. Like, I'm literally only excited because of him. So, I guess we'll see if the episode's actually good or not. And, like, I might just say it's good because we're gonna get Spencer, and that's fine. But I wish we would get Olivia too. I swear, if they're both not in the finale and they're in separate episodes again, I'm going to lose my shit. My actual mind. Like, I can't do that. But I guess we will see next week. So, thank you so much for listening. And I will see you guys next week for episode 9 in Spencer's grand return.